when you can see me and hear me, but we are really pumped to come to you tonight and share a little bit more about what we do on Dare to Dream as coaches and how you can do it too. So I'm just going to give you guys a second to hop on and make sure, like I said, that everyone can see and hear us and that we are live in Facebook land. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday, July 31st. Can you guys believe it's already the end of July, beginning of August? I'm like, where has the time gone? So just give me 1 second. I want to make sure that we are live. And I think you guys are unmuted, just a heads up. But I'm going to go make sure that we are live in the event as well. All right. So tonight, just a little bit of background about how this is going to go down and what we're doing here. My name is Jessica Bowser Nelson, and I created the team Dare to Dream many years ago, but we are a whole bunch of regular people that have made the choice to dare to dream. What we do is we chase our own health and fitness goals. We get in the best shape of our life, and we impact as many other people's lives as possible. And so what we're going to do in the next 30 minutes max, is we're going to share a little bit more about how you can do it too and that kind of thing. But I want to make sure that you guys hang out with us the whole time. For those that do, we're going to have a prize at the end for anyone that just spends time with us. So there's going to be a drawing. So we want you to hang out. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn the floor over to our very first speaker. And that is Andrea Oliver, all the way from Alabama. Andrea, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jessica. Hey, guys. And like she said, I'm Andrea Oliver. I'm super excited to be here tonight to share with you guys just a little bit about the benefits of coaching. And that could take really 2 days, but we're going to sum it up in 8 minutes maybe. So I'm Andrea. I'm married. We have 2 kiddos. They're 11 and 5. I'm a full-time 3rd grade teacher. And then I'm also a part-time Beachbody coach. And I've been doing this Beachbody thing for 2.5 years now. So let me take you back prior to Beachbody coaching and kind of give you an idea of what my life was like 2.5 years ago. See if this might resonate with any of you guys. I hope I'm not alone here. But I was happily married, 2 healthy kids. I had a good job, nice home, the American dream, right? But there was one big, huge problem, and that problem was me. I was completely empty. My heart was empty. My cup was empty. I had nothing. I had nothing to give myself or anybody else. And I don't know, that may sound crazy to some of you. I know it sounds like, oh, well, you had everything that you had ever dreamed of. Yes, I had, but I was absolutely on autopilot. I was barely surviving, and I wasn't doing a very good job of it. I was feeling super depressed, anxious all the time. I was bitter, always in a bad mood, always had something bad to say. I had zero drive. Goals, like what are goals? I didn't have any goals. I didn't know I was supposed to have goals. I just didn't really have anything to offer anybody. And I would get home at night and, you rush through the day, you wish the day away, and then you're on autopilot at night, you kind of feel like a robot. So I had everything I had hoped for, but yet I felt completely empty on the inside. So I hope that makes sense to some of y'all, because I surely never thought I would be in that situation, and I didn't know what to do. But in my head, I knew that life was supposed to be better than that there was more to the story, and that I knew that I could be filled with hope and with joy and with contentment. And I also knew that my family deserved that. And I knew that I deserved better really deep down, but it was more about my family at that point, sitting at the dinner table at night and being a complete zombie for what reason? I have no idea. There wasn't anything terrible going on in my life. I just didn't have anything to offer. So I was desperate enough to try something different. And Jessica and I, lucky for me, we already had a relationship. So I had seen her growth personally. So I believed in that. I knew where she had come from, and I knew that she was living her best life. So I thought, what the heck? I might as well give it a shot. Now, please understand this. I had zero faith that Beachbody was going to change my life. I really didn't think anything was going to be any different, but I knew I had to try something different, because if I was going to complain about where I was at in life, then I at least had to be trying to do something different. Then I could complain that didn't work, if that makes sense. And also the fact that little bag of shakes, knowing that at the end of 30 days, when I got to the bottom of it and it had not done anything that it said it was going to do, because that's what I was thinking in my head, that I could send it back and get my money back and then move on to being miserable again. That kind of was comforting in knowing that I could send it back with an aha, I knew it, this didn't do anything. But not only did I not return that bag of shakes, 2.5 years later, I have not missed a day. Not a day. Every single day, I drink that shake. So I guess you could say I'm a believer. And when you're truly a product of the product, it makes sharing this journey so simple. It makes it, it's your life. And when you're doing things to better yourself, you want to share that with people. You feel like it's your responsibility, honestly, to share it with others. And it's much more fun than keeping it all to yourself and feeling good all alone and not sharing that with others. So really, once you commit, like I did and like the rest of us did, we're just normal people needing a change. Once you commit to our programs, to our challenge groups, to our coach support groups, then you can be on your way to living your very best life, just like we're doing. It's that simple. It's just one choice. You're one choice away, honestly. But let's get back to the coaching. There are 2 reasons why people just commit to being a Beachbody coach. And the first is just to be a discount coach. It's very simple. You're signing up to receive a discount. You're not going to work the business. You're not putting anything out there. You're not sharing. You're not growing a biz. You are simply getting your monthly shakes at a discounted price. That's it. It's called a discount coach. Nothing scary there. But the second reason people decide to coach is to be a leader and to grow a successful team and to earn an income. Yes, that's the really fun part. So let me say congratulations to all of you that are listening, because that means one of us believes in you and we think that you'd be a great fit for this pretty amazing team that we're a part of. So congrats. Now, this team that we speak of, this whole Dare to Dream team, is just a tiny part of Beachbody, honestly. But what we're all about is helping you get to the point to live the life that you've dreamed of, to design your life of freedom, whatever freedom looks like to you. That's a million different definitions of freedom for each of us, because we all have different desires. But our job as a coach is to help you get on the path to where you can live that life of freedom. All you do as a coach is build relationships. Okay, well, I needed that in my life. I needed good, healthy relationships in my life. My husband and I had a good relationship, but I needed other relationships to fill my cup. So we build those relationships through social media, through face-to-face conversations, getting on a deeper level with people that you already know. And then the really fun part is meeting people that you don't know and getting to know them and help them start their journey. And the really funny part about social media is, and I need to get this in writing, I love social media. And 2.5 years ago, y'all, I did not have a Facebook account or an Instagram account. I was so against social media because all I had heard was all the horrible things that happen on social media. But I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because I get to choose how I use it. Just like anything else in your life, you choose how you use it. Just like your phone. Your phone could be your worst nightmare if you allow it to be. But for me, social media is so freeing because I get to share my journey right where I am every single day. I get to be honest. I get to be open. I get to be broken. And I get to share what's working for me, what's helping us cope, what's helping us get back on track and live our best lives ever. So for me, social media is freaking awesome. So, I don't know, this is my 2 cents. But anyway, so you don't have to be an expert in social media to grow a successful business. I had no clue what I was doing. You don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be a nutrition expert. Our job is simply to share your journey from day one on what's working for you to help you get to the next level. As a coach, we listen, we offer a solution, and then we work together to help others reach their goals. And it's pretty awesome if you ask me, because then you know what else happens? You grow too. As others grow, we grow. And it's fun to grow, personally and individually, but when you're sharing that with others and watching them grow, oh my gosh, there's something so awesome about that. And then we're always asked to reflect on our favorite part of coaching, our favorite benefit of coaching. And honestly, mine changes probably every day. But my favorite benefit of coaching currently is what it's done to the dynamic of my family. And let me explain. So last night, this house was filled with 12 boys, my son's friends, spending the night. 2 years ago, I would have never, ever even considered doing that because I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the patience. My head was not clear enough to handle something like that. So we lived in this little protective bubble of our comfort zone that was actually not comfortable at all. So, it's changed everything that goes on inside this house. So when I say Beachbody has changed my life, y'all, I say that because it has, because now I'm able to create with my family the life that we have dreamed of. So yes, having a house full of 12 boys means freedom to me because I want to be able to do those things and enjoy them with my family and create memories that last a lifetime. So anyway, just being able to create our life that we've dreamed of and bring others on board with that has been a life-changing experience for me. So again, congratulations on being invited here tonight. And I so wish for every single person on here that tonight is your day one of the first step on your new journey to you. So back to you, Jessica.
Love it. Thank you, Andrea. I just love hearing from you and super amazing. So next up we have Nina, all the way from New Jersey. Okay, I just unmuted you, Nina. You are good to go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nina Smolensky, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. I'll just quickly tell you a little bit about myself. It's funny that we have two teachers here tonight. I'm also a teacher as well. I have two boys. They're 10 and 13. I'm married, and actually before I became a teacher, I was a corporate consultant. So I spent 10 years in Manhattan, and when I was going to have kids, I switched careers so that I could be home more with them and have a better schedule with my family. And I've now been teaching for 13 years, and I got to a point about 3 years ago where I was at a pretty low with what I was doing. And I kind of was just starting on social media, just sort of watching what people are doing. I hesitated because I was a teacher, didn't really want to be out in front of people. But I sort of just watched a lot and got, to see what was going on, I guess, in that platform. And what I started realizing was all these other things that people were doing. And I sort of had envy of what's that job that person's doing? What's that job that person's doing? And I realized that if I'm sort of watching what other people are doing, I'm probably not happy with what I'm doing. And I had a good job, a stable job, a job that's going to have a pension and all those things and the schedule with my children. And I do love when I go and I'm in the classroom with the students, but personally, I felt like I wasn't growing anymore, and that affected me at home. So I went through the motions of coming home and doing the activities with the kids and, putting them to bed. But as soon as it was like my time with my husband or my time for myself, I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing anything productive with that time. And again, was watching others and what they were doing. And I actually started watching one particular person, which was a good friend of my husband's from growing up. And I saw that he was doing this thing with his wife and then these things with his family that were related to health and fitness and Beachbody. And what was Beachbody? I didn't know what it was. I knew he had a couple DVDs sitting in the basement we didn't use. And I just answered one of his actual just public posts one night. And it was, do you want to see what I'm doing? Come take a sneak peek. And I literally answered, yes. I will be a fly on a wall, but I didn't even do it on Facebook. I did it in a private message. No one could see me. So I was you on the other side saying, if they can't see me, maybe I'll peek. I just knew I needed a change, something different other than what I was doing that was not fulfilling to me personally. And so at the end of the call, similar to what you're on tonight, I actually waited one more day, slept on it. And my husband came home from work and I was waiting for him to talk to him. And I said, guess what I'm going to do? And I just jumped right into saying, I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. And I don't know that either one of us at the time knew what it meant, but it was one of the most exciting sort of things that I couldn't wait. I was busting to get out and start because I knew it was going to be something different than what I was already doing. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute, but it turned out to be more that I could have ever expected, and more exciting for not just me, but for my family. And I'll get into that. But because what I'm here to share is how do we make this a business? And so as a coach, there's two ways, I guess, to be in Beachbody. You can be a customer or you can be a coach. And when you are a coach, you earn 25% commission off of anything that you sell, any of the products. And anytime you have a customer sign up with you, anything they purchase, you earn 25%. As soon as you become a coach, simplest business model, the 25% discount goes away. And that's the money you're saving on your products. And you are going to also then not only have people join you, in which you earn that 25% commission, but you are also going to build your team. So that's one of the most exciting things that I have found, because I was looking without really knowing, I was looking for connections. And so now what I do is not only invite people to do what I'm doing as far as becoming healthier and more fit, I invite people to join my community. The community and the connections that I've made have brought me into such a wonderful place of feeling happy, feeling fulfilled. And so you have people, you ask them to join your team and you mentor them, which gives me great, excitement to watch people learn and grow, and they become part of your team. And then what happens over time is that Beachbody will actually pay you bonuses on your team building. So you have your commission base and you also have your bonus base that comes from building your team of coaches, and you learn to mentor them. So basically you set up as a coach yourself and you invite people to join you. And as soon as you get two personally sponsored coaches, and we all know two people, our spouse can be one, and a best friend or a sibling. And as soon as you get two people to join you, you're all set up for business and ready to start earning. And not only do you earn, again, the commissions and the Beachbody bonuses, but as people sign up with Beachbody and don't have a coach, Beachbody will also award you free customers. And I've been able to very fortunately connect with a lot of brand new people in my life just through that experience through Beachbody. And when you join our team, Dare to Dream, you're never alone, because we have an extremely supportive network of coaches who have been here, but we also have a wonderful online training program that you can do at your own pace, and that we will have all the supports there for you. So, when I joined, I literally put my trust in my coach and said, okay, I'm on your team, what next? And in the 2.5 years that I've been a coach, I know that I have the support, again, of Dare to Dream, my upline, and all the resources that they and Beachbody offer. And really this is a business where you can earn anything from 0 to 6 figures or more. And it all depends on your own effort and what you're willing to do. And when I first joined, my biggest fear was, I don't want to sell. This sounds great, but I don't want to sell. And I don't think I ever have in a day in my life ever felt like I have sold anything. Because basically what you do is you use social media as your platform, Facebook and or Instagram, whatever you're comfortable on, and you're sharing what you're doing. You're simply laying out a story of what's going on in your life. And I know, as Andrea said, for good, for bad, the ups, the fall downs, because we're human. And that's how people connect. And if you share what you're doing, it's not selling, because people just kind of are drawn to what you're doing, and you start these conversations and you start these connections and invite them. So that kind of gets to what I really started feeling. I started feeling like I had more energy. I started feeling I was more fit. So I physically felt good, but because I was making connections with people, I was able to lift out of whatever I felt like I was missing and become part of something bigger and exciting. And that to me has been one of the biggest things I'm thankful for. And I think my family has seen, my change and how I've come into being really happy with what I'm doing. I've been able to provide a little bit more for my family other than what I can as a teacher. I've taken my family on a big vacation recently with Beachbody, and I know they felt the connections as well when they met the other families and the other, the other coaches doing what their mom does. And so I guess I'll leave it with that, is that, you know, one of the biggest things that we do, again, is sharing. And I don't think that every day on social media, I'm all beach body. As much as I love it, it's really just my life. So I share about, you know, 80–90% of my life in posts and stories. I make connections. I reconnected with old friends and made so many new ones. And then our other percent is a little bit of what we're doing with the fitness, but it really comes back to the community that we're a part of. So I hope that covers it. I really am so excited that all of you guys are here. I hope that you're going to be part of what we are doing now with Dare to Dream, and I look forward to seeing you on the team.
Awesome. Thank you, Nina. I love hearing from you girls. And I thought it was really interesting too, that both of our speakers tonight are teachers. So I thought that was super insightful. But I just muted myself. Don't get me wrong. We have, you know, people from all walks of life on our team, from all different jobs. I myself started as a server. I mean, I was a server when I began coaching, and a lot of people, of course, stay in their jobs. I would say 95% of people do this very, very, very part-time. So if you are sitting here listening and curious of how you could do it too, just know that it's totally possible. And I wanted to touch on one thing I saw in the comments. Someone even mentioned they were a coach before. It might not have worked out. Olga, hey Olga. But what I want to really touch on here in closing, because they kind of covered the basics, the benefits, you know, what you're going to get from the team. But what this is ultimately and primarily is about changing your life first. Most people start their journey simply because they are looking for something that they don't currently have in their life. And that was me. When I started, I was depressed, I was drained, I was disappointed in where my life was. I didn't know how I allowed it to get there. I was dealing with a lot of blame and shame and guilt because as a kid, I had dreams and life had just sucked me out of me, where I was hardly even recognizable to myself. And that's literally why I started this team and called us Dare to Dream, because that's what I wanted to do again. I wanted to dare to dream. I wanted to get that piece of me back, and I didn't know how. And I had tried everything I possibly could in my own power. And I was empty-handed. And like I said, I was tired and drained. So someone actually recommended Shakeology. Some of you guys might have heard of Shakeology before or done some of our workout programs. If you have, definitely put it in the comments. I want to know what workout program you have done from Beachbody. You might not even know you have, but we are the creators, the #1 leaders in the fitness industry, P90X, Insanity, Body Beast, 21-Day Fix, Core to Force. We have our brand new Lift 4 program, so many programs, and Shakeology. Now, I want to touch on Shakeology really quickly. It is an all-natural meal replacement shake. If you are like me, then when you hear that, you might be like, oh, great. That's how I felt. I'm like, I already was drinking some generic shake that was gross. Why would I need this shake? What makes this shake better than that shake? Shake people are weird. I had a protein shake and it was cheap, and I just didn't see the value in it. But like I said, what I knew was what I was doing wasn't working. So I at least was smart enough, thank God, on that day, because this is not like something I would have ever done as far as my personality goes. For one, I'm an overthinker. I am the kind of person that used to like go in the grocery store, fill up my cart, and I would literally walk back through the grocery store, put everything back and leave. So the fact that I even said yes to this just showed that I was desperate enough. But because of that day and making that decision and someone being brave enough to say, you know what, maybe you should try this shake because it really helps me and it might help you too. And me just saying, you know what, I'm desperate. I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. My entire life has changed. Now, when I joined as a coach, what do? We have what are called vital behaviors. And it's about being a product of the product. What does that mean? You commit to your fitness journey. You commit to your nutrition plan. You drink your Shakeology every day to get those nutrients inside of you, because it is not like every other shake on the market. It is 100% all natural. It's loaded with something like 70 different superfoods from all over the world. And it literally makes your body go, ah, if you know what I'm saying. It's the only way I can describe it, because it takes about 2 weeks to fully get into your system, because it's not loaded with all of that artificial stuff that we're kind of used to feel that immediate jolt, but it's like you got the best night of sleep ever. So as I started to feel better myself, which is why that's a vital behavior. When you start to focus on your life and how you can improve yourself, you're going to feel a difference. And if you're too busy to give yourself, you guys, these workouts are like 30 minutes a day. If you are too busy right now to give yourself 30 minutes a day, because you're not just giving that to yourself, you're giving that to your family, you're giving that to your work, you're giving that to your relationships. And the moment that you put yourself on your list to become a better human, because that's what comes out, it's proven that comes out of health and exercise and fitness and nutrition, things will start to change. But not only is that one of our vital behaviors, we also focus on our mind. We read books, we listen to calls, we listen to videos, we do podcasts and audio books. We want to just build up our body, we want to build up our brain so that we can start to negate all of those negative mindsets that we've built up our entire life, where we think we aren't worth it, where we think we aren't valuable. Have you ever thought that about yourself? And you might not even realize it, because to get started on this journey, you're going to get a pack that gets you all the tools you need. You're going to get workouts for a year. We stream them. It's like Netflix of fitness. You get all of your workouts right there on your phone, on your TV. If you have a smart TV, you can do them on your laptop. I take them everywhere I go. They're the most effective workouts I've ever done. I used to spend an hour and a half in the gym a day years ago. And I'm telling you, when I started my first Beachbody program, I couldn't believe it. For one, I was like so annoyed that I had been going to the gym that long for so long and had not seen results. But then on the same notes, I was so happy that I discovered something that works so effectively and so efficiently, because I knew I couldn't sustain that long term. But like I said, in this pack, you're going to get a month's supply of Shakeology. You're going to get all of your workouts for a year. So based on your goals right now, you might think, you know what, how can I be a coach? I'm not fit myself. That is the point of coaching. That is the point of joining this team. So you have a built-in support system of people that are going to be there for you, to lift you up, to encourage you, to help you make it through the tough days, to reach your goal. And when you reach your first goal, guess what? We're going to go figure out your next goal. We have multiple members on this team that have lost 100+ pounds from the day they joined this team, because they value themselves enough to put themselves on their list and dare to dream, you guys. So we're going to get you every single tool you need. Another one of our vital behaviors is recognizing someone else, encouraging someone else. That's why we're here, to encourage you today. Maybe you just had a terrible day at work. Maybe you've had a terrible July and you just need someone to wish you well. That's what we're doing right now. And that's one of our, really an honor of what we get to do as a coach. And that also, I promise you, is the most fulfilling and rewarding thing, when you get to do that for someone else. So really that's what it's about. And the last part of our vital behaviors as a coach is to share. Invite someone to benefit the way your life has benefited, if I said that right, but it's such a rewarding experience. So like I said, tonight, we want you to get started with us. If you think, you know what, I just don't know if I'm capable, that is what you need us in your life for. If you think, you know what, these packs, you guys, there are so many sales going on right now. It is insane. You cannot get in for any less of a discount than you can right now. Our packs range from about $160 to $305. But like I said, you're getting 30 meals in there. You're getting workouts for a year. That's what I used to pretty much pay in 1 to 2 months of a gym. And like I said, I wasn't even getting results. I was just rotating machines. You're getting this amazing team. So you're immediately going to be put into this private community of thousands of people where you have complete access to trainings to help you rock your life, rock your mindset, rock your business, rock your finances, literally transform from the inside out, because that is what we do. And my only challenge to you is recognize that you are worth it. Invest in yourself and change your life. And when you do, you will change your family's life. And like I said, you will improve your relationships, your job, all of those things. But what I'm really just want to challenge you is to just ask yourself, what if? What if you did this and all you did was get in the absolute best shape of your life? And all of a sudden, when you were in that dressing room looking in the mirror and you used to be so defeated, what if all of a sudden you had hope again? You found your smile again. You dared to dream again. Or what if you were the person that shared this opportunity with someone else? I'm telling you, there's one guy on our team, John. He was literally told he would probably not make it to his nephew's graduation, which was a month away. Since that day, he has lost almost 200 pounds. Could you imagine if you were the person that told him about that life-changing, literally life-giving opportunity that he found with us? Would it be worth it? I mean, that is literally one of the main reasons why I get up and I do this every single day. I hate going live on Facebook, but I think, what if there's a John out there? What if there's an Andrea out there? What if there's a Nina out there? And that's what makes me keep coming back and doing this. So you might think, oh my God, I'm going to be so uncomfortable doing this. We're going to help you. But when you believe in something, I promise you, it's really hard to keep quiet about it when you really believe and when it really impacts your life and the way our lives have been impacted. And then lastly, what if you're like, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm going to be a nerd. I always tell the team, like, that's what I did when I started. I was a nerd because I knew what I was doing wasn't working. And I saw people where it felt like their life was working a lot better than mine. So I simply said, I'm going all in. I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do. And you end up building a business that covers not only your emotional needs, your physical needs, but your financial needs too, where it's no longer a stress in your family to go out to dinner, to go on that first vacation, to put gas in your car. You know, we all start at different points in our journey, but no matter what, this can be the most rewarding thing you do if you make the choice to value yourself enough to invest in you and do the work. So that is what we do on this team. We are so happy that you hung out with us over the course of this last 30 minutes. And I really hope that you make the decision, not for us, but for you. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here because I believe in what we do, and I believe in you, and I believe we only have one life, and we have to live it to the fullest and take advantage of every second we have, because we never know if tomorrow is promised to us. But what I want to do is guarantee that today is the best day it can possibly be. So if you are on this call right now, contact your coach tonight. I'm going to do a special drawing for every person that joins the team tonight with their challenge pack that gets started with us. Let your coach know to tell me that you signed up tonight. I'm going to put you in a special drawing, send you some of my favorite book. I'll send you some Dare to Dream bling and a hat and a lot of fun stuff to welcome you to the team. So I'll do a drawing. And then also just anyone that hung out, I'm going to post one more question on our live event page. So if you just participate in that final question, I'll also do a drawing for you guys to send you some fun stuff just for hanging out. So I hope that you choose to dare to dream. And whether you join us or not, I pray that you put yourself on the list, that you go invest in you so that you can live the best life that honestly you deserve and that we have to take advantage of because we only have one life. So thank you for joining us, you guys, and everyone. Dare to dream. See y'all later. Thanks, Nina. Bye, Andrea.